And this year, on that birthday party, so we go to a hotel room, we got some girls, and we have drugs and everything. And we're in there, and the police came in, and they found us in there, found the girls, and found drugs.
Michael Irvin was a legend on the field, but off it, his life spiraled out of control. Sanders saw it all firsthand, and the truth he's sharing now exposes a side of Irvin the public never expected. What Sanders witnessed inside the Cowboys' infamous White House revealed just how deep the chaos really ran. The dark side exposed: violence, drugs, and Deion's intervention. No one understands the true depths of Michael Irvin's struggles better than his closest friend and former teammate, Deion "Primetime" Sanders. What Sanders witnessed during the Cowboys' most turbulent years reveals an awful truth about one of the NFL's greatest players, a truth so dark that it nearly destroyed everything Irvin had worked for. This is the story you've never heard in full, told through the eyes of those who lived it, about how violence, drugs, and unchecked rage almost claimed the life of an NFL legend. The Cowboys of the mid-1990s were living in a fantasy world. 3 Super Bowl championships in 4 years had created an atmosphere where players believed they were untouchable, above the law, and immune to consequences. Michael Irvin was the embodiment of this dangerous mindset. The first major crack in this facade came on March 4, 1996, when Irvin was arrested along with teammate Alfredo Roberts at a Dallas area residence. This wasn't just any arrest. It was a window into a world of excess that would shock even hardened NFL observers.
And then March 5th is my birthday, and so I have one big party, hang out, have fun, and then that's it. I'm starting back training, and then I didn't do anything. I was just training football, and I would do this every year. And this year, on that birthday party, so we go to a hotel room, we got some girls, and we have drugs and everything, and we're in there, and the police came in, and they found us in there, found the girls, and found drugs.
Police discovered 3 g of cocaine, over an ounce of marijuana, and drug paraphernalia in the hotel room, along with 2 women identified as escorts.
So I thought that maybe I should get some guys together and we just buy an extra house, and we did. We had an extra house. It was right around the corner. I mean, you go in the backyard and you can see the practice field. So, we practiced right there.
Which means you could be on the practice field and see the White House.
The scene was a damning indictment of how far the Cowboys' culture had fallen from the disciplined championship teams of just a few years earlier. But this arrest wasn't just about drugs. It exposed something much more sinister: a systematic culture of debauchery that had been operating right under the NFL's nose. The investigation revealed the existence of the infamous White House, a rented residence that served as the epicenter of the Cowboys' party culture. The exposure came through betrayal. Dennis Padini, Irvin's former aide, had secretly filmed Irvin purchasing cocaine and sold the footage to local television station WFA-TV. Even more shocking was how Irvin learned about this infiltration. Irvin's response reveals the arrogance and denial that characterized this period. Even when warned by a teammate, he refused to believe that his empire of excess could be brought down. Irvin ultimately pleaded no contest to felony cocaine possession, receiving a $10,000 fine, 800 hours of community service, and a 5-game NFL suspension. But if the drug arrest revealed Irvin's recklessness, what happened 2 years later would expose something far more dangerous: his capacity for explosive violence. July 29, 1998, at training camp in Wichita Falls, Texas, started like any other day. Players were getting haircuts, relaxing between practices, and preparing for what would become one of the most infamous incidents in NFL history. Everett McIver was a 318-pound offensive guard, new to the Cowboys and trying to establish himself on the team. Irvin, the veteran superstar.
This sickens me. It sickens me. Because in this great country, this takes me back to a time where a white man would accuse a white woman would accuse a black man of something. And they would take a bunch of guys that were above the law, run in the barn, put a rope around his foot, and drag him through the mud and hang him by the tree.